Cześć, witajcie w kolejnym odcinku. Zagramy w Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Z tej strony Andzie i... no... bronię przeładować. Przeładowane. Nie chciałem akurat użyć trybu koncentracji, ale no dobrze.
So what happened with Reed? Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
O!
Rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me. Son of a bitch! It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Boże! Ile ich?
Eventually, it was just me and Reed. I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Jakoś bardzo powoli Ło! Szybki! Okej, na pewno mamy lepsze statystyki.
And repay him I did.
Sukces! Żadnych dodatkowych punktów nie mamy, więc kontynuuj. Teraz chyba do teraźniejszości będziemy musieli wrócić.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
The Wild Bunch.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Ciekawe. Dobry, zły i martwy. Sztuka zemsty trwała paręnaście lat, żeby tylko Boba znaleźć.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
Ready to meet your favorite
Nowy poziom, dajemy. Zwiększymy.
For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Nie, chwileczkę, mam tylko jeden problem teraz. O nie, kontrolera. Aha. Aj, złowrogie otoczenie. I to już mi się nie podoba.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. Been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
Którędy?
Just like me.
O!
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
Finalna zemsta.
Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around.
No, kolejny okruch.
They're gonna need a
I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Więcej TNT.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Huh?
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
Nie cierpię.
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, and even over there.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Boże.
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Jeszcze tam jest jeden.
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Nie widzę ich. A. Ajajajajaj, z tymi duchami jest główny problem taki, że jest ich ciężko widać na białym tle.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking with dogs.
Krycie, nie podoba mi się to bardzo. Za chwilę na pistoleta przejdę.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
A, widzę.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Jeszcze.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
No właśnie.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you saw alive.
He was alive.
No. No nie. Już tak bliziutko była. Noż to kurde. Jeszcze jeden.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Aj. Dobry, zły, martwy. O, ja pierdzielę. Ej, jak niby mam
But the
tutaj...
kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
A, czyli triple.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked him about Bob Bryant. but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Eda's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
O. W formule meksykańskiej. Aj! Nawzajem się zabiliśmy. Ach, jak on niby na mnie patrzy, a tak faktycznie mnie drugi zabija. Ach, formuła meksykańska. Ilu to bawiło się Maksy?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Ach, wreszcie. Pytanie główne do widzów. Jakim? Jak to Meksykanie sobie rozbawiali na tych strzelaninach? W trójkę czy więcej grali? Bo jestem cały w pocie tego. Finał. Finał, na pewno. Któryś z obecnych w salonie, co usłyszał całą historię. Na pewno barman.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
Bingo. Nie barman, ale...
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Odkupienie czy zemsta? Moneta. Takie rzeczy muszę robić monetą. Kurde, same krusiki. Gdzie zostawiłem tą dwójkę? A, jest dwójka. No dobrze, orzełek. Dajemy na zemstę. Orzełek.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it.
Teraz nie mówcie mi, że ten staruszek będzie najcięższy teraz.
Holy shit!
Right, Molly. Move against that wall. Go!
A, bez wskaźników. Skupiam się głównie na koncentracji.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Did you know it was him all along?
Cassidy told me Bob was in Abilene before he died. But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Graves.
So where are you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Eisenhower. Szczerze powiedziawszy, do przypomnienia, to nawet pasuje datowo. Zanim Eisenhower później wylądował, chyba w Afryce? Nie wiem. Bo już nie pamiętam, jak to było w drugiej, nie cierpię II wojny światowej. Ale Eisenhower, jeśli się nie mylę, wylądował w Afryce. No nieźle. Skate. Okej. Mnie jednakże interesuje, żeby dla was... nie sekret. Ja chcę tylko sprawdzić teraz, czy jest jeszcze możliwość.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Muszę cały poziom rozegrać?
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang.
Ajajajajajajajaj. Mamy to rozegrać ponownie? Nie. Nie. Zostawimy to, jak to jest po prostu. Wejdź do menu, tak. Tryb pojedynków, ok. Czyli oznacza, że opowieść co najwyżej trzeba byłoby cały poziom przejść, a ja no niestety nie mam na to ochoty. Gra jest zajebista, ale wolę ją chyba tak zapamiętać. Więc jak co, to bym wam zalecał, żeby znaleźć na YouTube po prostu Redemption, jeśli się nie mylę. Tak jest chyba po angielsku odkupienie. Bo w opowieści nowa gra plus... Tak, on był przecież prezydentem, idiota ze mnie. Przecież w Indiana Jones 4 przecież powiedział Indii, przecież. Niech żyje Eisenhower, więc... tak. No Kruchy prawdy, Sundance Kid. No. Dobrze, to byłoby na tyle, jeśli chodzi o ten projekt. Billy the Kid, czemu? To byłoby na tyle, jeśli chodzi o ten projekt, więc na razie.